Hello, my precious brothers and sisters. You know, the true bride has been waiting so patiently and has such little strength. And I see such discouragement within the bride today that we have been waiting. We long to go home. And we are getting tired and we're searching for the answers. How close are we to the rapture of the church? Where are we in end time Bible prophecy? And we're being led in all sorts of directions. We have ordained pastors telling us that we may go through some of the tribulation. We may have to go through a portion of the tribulation before we're taken out of here. Others are telling us, and we're trying to search for the answers, that the Lamb has already opened the first seal. But all of the seals have been opened. Others are telling us that we're already through tribulation. Well, I'm here to bring you encouragement and to set the record straight. You are going to jump out of your chair. You'll probably run outside, look up into the sky, and you will start practicing jumping up and down, up and down. First, who is the bride? Let's find out who is going to be kept from this time of tribulation and trouble that is going to come upon the whole earth. You are, but let's go to the book of Revelation. Let's go to Revelation. You're going to get excited. You are going to get excited. I promise you. I promise you. I've had enough of the bride being discouraged. Revelation 3, we're going to begin at verse 7. Now, real soon, this is all going to make sense, and it's going to blow you away. It's going to blow away the post-trib believers as well. And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, these things say, he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, very important, he that openeth, and no man shutteth, and shutteth, and no man openeth. Now, I want you to listen carefully, because this is going to play a very important role when you find out where we are when the Lamb opens the first seal. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door. Remember this open door. Remember, get a pen, write it down. He has set before you an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name. Let's move ahead to verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Remember, the key of David, very important, and whatever you do, write down. Remember this, that he has set before you an open door. Has he ever set an open door for anyone else? Be right back. All right, now I want you to scoot a little closer. I want you on the edge of your chair. I want to see a smile come on your face. Now, before I go any further, let me ask you, who is redeemed by the blood of the Lamb? That's us. That's the born-again believer. Let me ask you, who are going to have crowns of gold on their head? That's you and I. Who are going to be dressed in white raiment? That's us again. Now, hold on. Let me ask you something. Now, who did Jesus say he was going to make priests and kings? You and I. You got that right. Who did Jesus say would reign with him in heaven and upon the earth? That's us again. Well, before we move on, who are going to cast their crowns into the sea of glass? That is us. Now, it's time to get excited. We are going to take a look, and we have to have an understanding of the book of Revelation. But to do that, we've got to have a knowledge, a working knowledge, and wisdom and understanding of the book of Genesis, the Old Testament, the New Testament, to have the book of Revelation. Makes sense. We are going to go to the time when John was told to come up hither. Now, what brings this discouragement to the bride? You know, it was just the other day I seen an ordained pastor of the gospel of Jesus Christ say, in reference to Revelation 4, we're going to find out about when the Lamb is opening up the first seal. And where are we right now? Where's the bride right now? Where will the bride be when the Lamb opens the first seal? And the other day I seen a teaching by a pastor that said John the Revelator was told to come up hither. I can see that with laymen, but pastors, ministers, we've got to get deeper into the Word. We've got to get deep into study. We need this deeper knowledge and wisdom and understanding to bring to our fellowship, our congregation. This is the revelation of Jesus Christ. And many people, many lay persons will call John the Revelator. It wasn't his revelation. It's the revelation of Jesus Christ. So let's correct that error. Please, please do not refer to John as John the Revelator. Let's go to the revelation of Jesus Christ. All right, I think you're going to start to get excited now. Before I read to you Revelation 4, let's go back. Remember that I told you that you might want to get a pen. You might want to write this down about the bride being shown this open door in heaven. Oh, the bride was being shown, the true church, the bride was being shown this open door in heaven. Remember that? Revelation 4, after this I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven. And the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking with me, which said, Come up hither, and I will show thee things which must be hereafter. John looks, and he sees this opened door that is in heaven. He's told to come up hither. And immediately I was in the Spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne, and he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone, and there was a rainbow round about the throne in the sight, like unto an emerald. Very important here. And round about the throne were 24 seats, and upon the seats I saw 24 elders sitting, clothed in white raiment, and they had on their heads crowns of gold. I'll be right back. All right, now, bride, I want you to be patient just for a moment, because before we can go any further, we've got to make something known that is unknown. We've got to make this manifest. We can't go any further till we can figure out who are these 24 elders wearing gold crowns and seated around the throne. Now, Bible scholars and theologians will look at the term and the word elder, and the chairs they would equate as thrones. So these are kings and priests sitting on the thrones. Let's chalk one up for the Bible scholars, for the real theologians. Now, the non-scholars, the non-theologians will have you believe that these are, the 24 elders are of the 12 tribes and the 12 apostles. Nice try, nice guess. It doesn't work. You have to make this applicable within the Scripture. You've got to, like I said, you've got to have that deeper understanding, deeper knowledge of the Old Testament, the New Testament, to make the book of Revelation come to life for you. So the 12 tribes and the 12 apostles, I agree with the Bible scholars and theologians. It's not applicable. Some, now, a great many will tell you that the 24 elders seated around the throne are, in fact, angels. I'm talking a lot of people. Look around the YouTube channels. Will equate the 24 elders as being angels. Are they angels? Let's unlock a mystery. Let's go to Revelation 7:11. Now, what do we read in Revelation 7:11? Are these angels? Are the 24 elders angels? And all the angels stood around about the throne. There they are. They're around about the throne. Only problem is, so are the elders and the four beasts. And the angels stood around the throne and about the elders and the four beasts, and fell before the throne on their faces and worshipped God. So they can't be angels because they're standing around about the throne with the 24 elders. Now, some will have you believe that they are the tribulation saints. Let's see if the 24 elders are indeed the tribulation saints. Let's move along to Revelation 17:13 through 16 to see if the 24 elders around the throne are indeed the tribulation saints. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, What are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. Who's asking this? One of the elders. Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. So they cannot be the tribulation saints. The person asking John, who are these that came out of the great tribulation, is in fact one of the 24 elders. All right, we still don't know who they are, but they are going to tell you who they are coming up. We know who they are not. They are not angels. We've uncovered that. We made that clear. They are not tribulation saints. So what do we know about these 24 elders? We know that they sit on thrones, and we find that in Revelation 3:21, that they're wearing white raiment. We find that in Revelation 3:25. They have on their head crowns of gold, and we find this in Revelation 2:10, 3:11. They sing the song of the redeemed, and we find that in Revelation 5:9 and 10. So who are they? What we know so far, that they are elders, they are kings, and they are priests. But again, our Bible scholars are going to tell us they are of the Levitical priesthood. There's a problem with that. Well, the scholars say there were no other priests during the time of the Old Testament. Let me correct you. First, they can't be of the Levitical priesthood because our Messiah is not of the Levitical priesthood. We got to remember and go back to 1 Chronicles 24:19. David, when he divided, listen to me carefully, the priesthood. I feel like I'm about to cry. David divided the priesthood into 24 courses. There was one priest and a king, which our Messiah came from that priesthood. And that's Melchizedek. There are no priests in the Old Testament. Melchizedek, our Messiah, is of that priesthood. And so are we. It's time, my friends, to show you who the 24 elders are. And I want you to listen to me very carefully. If I can get through this, we have to go to Revelation 5. And I saw on the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within, and on the backside sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, Who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereupon. And one of the elders saith unto me, Weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent forth into all the earth. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps, golden vials, full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. For thou wast slain, and hast redeemed us to God by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and hast made us unto our God kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. Remember that open door? But the one that had little patience was shown an open door in heaven. Remember the open door that John went through? Who are the 24 elders? They sang a new song. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, everyone having harps, golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. These are the 24 elders. And the 24 elders, they sang. They sung a new song. Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us. We, remember in the beginning, I asked you who are the redeemed. We are. Has redeemed us to God by thy blood out of every kindred and every tongue and every people and every nation, and has made us unto our God kings and priests. Remember I told you Yeshua Jesus told us he was going to make us kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. Remember when I told you in the beginning of this video that I asked you that Jesus told us we were going to be kings, we were going to be priests, we are the redeemed, we are the ones that are going to receive the golden crown, we're going to be dressed in the white raiment. Jesus told us he will make us kings and priests, and we will reign with him in heaven and on earth. We're there. We go through that same door. We went through that door. We were already there. That was opened in heaven when John was told to come up hither. We're there when the Lamb opens that first seal. I want to remind you of the candlesticks being on earth in Revelation 1, 2, and 3. Revelation 4, the church, the candlesticks, they're already in heaven. We are the 24 elders. God bless you.